And the last question is, what are some possible common organizational constraints? How could they lead to counterproductive behaviors? Well, abuse towards others represents verbal or physical behaviors that mistreat others in the workplace. The book goes on to explain how starting a negative rumor about a coworker, making fun of someone's personal life, or threatening someone at work with physical violence are all not good. These are all examples of possible common or organizational constraints. Other forms of restraints or constraints include theft, destruction of property, unsafe behaviors, misuse of information, misuse of time and resources, poor attendance, and poor quality work. Now, theft and destruction of property could lead to counterproductive behaviors. First, in Florida, the penalties for criminal mischief vary depending on the amount of damage done to the subject property during the act. Secondly, if the property damage is less than $200, the offender is guilty of second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 60 days in jail. Third, if the offense is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 1 year in jail if the property damage is higher than 200 but less than 1,000. And lastly, when property damage surpasses $1,000, the crime is classified as a third-degree felony, punishable up to 5 years in prison. Now, moving on to the misuse of information, time, and resources. This will include data misuse. Data misuse is defined as the use of information in ways that it was not meant to be utilized. Lack of awareness, personal gain, quiet data collection, and leverage training secrets to establish a new firm are the most typical reasons for misuse. Misuse can sometimes result in a data breach. Now, time abuse is not the same as time management, which is a widely discussed issue. While the vast majority of us could benefit from practical tips on how to better arrange our lives, time management lessons will have little effect on time hogs. This is because real-time abuse is caused by psychological tensions, which neither a workshop nor a manager's cajoling can effectively resolve. Indeed, the time abuser's issues isn't with time, but with a shaky sense of self-worth and unspoken fear of being judged and found wanting. That is why, rather than teaching a time abuser how to play his or her day, we should concentrate on the efforts of what makes him or her anxious. Now, the misappropriation of resources refers to the use of government property for personal gain. Several examples include internal confidential IOM data, and information should not be transferred or disclosed. Destruction of computers, security protection settings with malice, for example, an antivirus scan. Unauthorized use of IOM vehicles, including accessing, reading, saving, or exchanging sexual explicit photographs, texts, cartoons, jokes, or any other kind of sexual explicit material, as well as a failing to remove such material as soon as it is received. Again, thank you. My name is Prince Rico Cornelius Jones. This assignment was in fulfillment for Dr. Benjamin Wood for Industrial and Organizational Psychology at Liberty University. Today's date is September 19th, 2021.